The truth about instant coffee, real or just convenient? Welcome to Coffee Culture Unveiled. Today we're diving into one of the most controversial debates in the coffee world. Is instant coffee real coffee or just a cheap imitation? If you've ever wondered what makes instant coffee different from fresh brew, you're in the right place. We'll explore how it's made, the flavor differences, its history, and whether it's worthy of being called real coffee. Stick around and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. Do you think instant coffee qualifies as real coffee? Let's get into it. Instant coffee is, quite simply, coffee that's been brewed, dried, and turned into granules or powder. Unlike ground coffee, which requires brewing at home, instant coffee has already gone through the brewing process before it even gets to your cup. The production process involves brewing large batches of coffee at high concentrations, which are then dried using one of two primary methods: spray drying or freeze drying. In spray drying, the liquid coffee is sprayed into a chamber with hot air, causing the water to evaporate and leaving behind dried coffee particles. Freeze drying, on the other hand, freezes the brewed coffee into slabs that are then broken into smaller pieces and vacuum dried to remove moisture. Both methods result in the soluble granules we know as instant coffee. Yes, instant coffee is absolutely real coffee. It is made from 100% coffee beans, often a mix of Robusta and Arabica varieties. The confusion comes from the additional processing that instant coffee undergoes compared to fresh brew. But make no mistake, instant coffee is brewed coffee before it's dried, so it's just as real as the fresh cup you make at home. The major difference is in how it's preserved. While fresh coffee retains its oils and volatile compounds, instant coffee loses some of those flavors during the drying process. This doesn't make it fake, it just means it's processed in a different way. When it comes to flavor, instant coffee and fresh brew are worlds apart. Freshly brewed coffee is known for its rich aroma and bold, complex flavors. The natural oils, sugars, and acids are all present in the cup, giving it a fuller taste. Instant coffee, however, is made from pre-brewed and dried coffee, meaning some of those oils and aromatic compounds are lost during the drying process. As a result, instant coffee often has a flatter, more bitter taste. This is especially true if the instant coffee is made from Robusta beans, which have a naturally stronger, more bitter flavor compared to Arabica beans. While some premium brands use higher quality Arabica beans for better taste, most budget-friendly instant coffees prioritize cost over flavor. Instant coffee has its share of fans and critics, but it undeniably has its advantages. The biggest pro is convenience. There's no need for brewing equipment, filters, or fancy machines. Just add water, stir, and you have coffee in seconds. It's also incredibly affordable compared to whole bean or ground coffee, making it a go-to option for budget-conscious coffee drinkers. The portability factor is another major win, especially for travelers, campers, and people on the go. On the flip side, instant coffee's biggest con is its flavor. Because it's made from pre-brewed coffee, some of the freshness and aroma are lost during the drying process. The result is often a more bitter, flat taste, especially in lower quality brands that use cheaper Robusta beans. However, new specialty instant coffee brands are changing the game by using freeze-drying methods to retain more flavor. Instant coffee has been around longer than you might think. Its roots trace back to 1771 in Britain, where coffee compound was introduced as a form of instant coffee. However, it wasn't until 1901 that Satoru Kato, a Japanese chemist, developed the first stable version of instant coffee. The real game changer came in 1938 with the introduction of Nescafé by Nestlé, which turned instant coffee into a global sensation. During World War II, soldiers relied on instant coffee for quick energy, and after the war, the habit stuck. Nescafé's success made instant coffee a household staple, especially in regions where speed and convenience were top priorities. Today, instant coffee is a $40 billion global market with millions of people consuming it every day. Instant coffee remains incredibly popular worldwide, with major markets in Japan, the UK, Australia, and parts of Latin America. In these regions, it's seen as a convenient and respectable option for busy mornings and on-the-go lifestyles. In contrast, countries like the United States tend to prefer fresh brewed coffee from drip machines, French presses, and espresso machines. However, instant coffee is gaining traction in the US, especially with the rise of single-serve packets and portable coffee solutions. This is why brands like Starbucks Via and Sudden Coffee are becoming increasingly popular. While instant coffee has long been associated with convenience over quality, that's beginning to change. Specialty coffee brands are now offering gourmet instant coffee, made from single-origin Arabica beans using advanced freeze-drying techniques. Companies like Sudden Coffee and Waka Coffee are shaking up the market, offering rich, flavorful instant coffee that rivals traditional brew. Innovations like single-serve instant lattes and cold brew packets are also rising in popularity. As consumers demand better quality and more variety, the future of instant coffee is looking a lot brighter and a lot tastier. From a health perspective, instant coffee and fresh brew are quite similar. Both contain antioxidants and polyphenols, which are known to have health benefits, such as reducing the risk of certain diseases. One key difference is caffeine content. Because instant coffee is more concentrated, it tends to have slightly less caffeine than a standard brewed cup. On average, an 8 ounces cup of instant coffee contains around 60 to 80 milligrams of caffeine, while brewed coffee contains 80 to 120 milligrams. For those who are sensitive to caffeine, this makes instant coffee a gentler option. However, it's important to watch for additives. Some brands add sugar, creamers, or preservatives, so always check the label. Whether or not you should drink instant coffee depends on your priorities. If you value speed, affordability, and convenience, then instant coffee is a no-brainer. It's perfect for camping trips, travel, or when you just don't have time to brew a fresh pot. But if flavor is your top priority, fresh brew will always win. Thanks to the rise of specialty instant coffee, the gap between instant and fresh brew is shrinking. But for coffee purists, there's no substitute for the aroma and taste of freshly brewed coffee. So, is instant coffee real coffee? The answer is a resounding yes. It comes from real coffee beans, it's brewed like fresh coffee before being dried, and it still delivers that caffeine kick. While it may lack the bold flavor of freshly brewed coffee, it's not fake by any means. If anything, it's a more convenient, travel-friendly alternative to fresh brew. As the instant coffee market continues to evolve, it's clear that instant coffee isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Instant coffee has been misunderstood for far too long. It's real coffee, and for millions of people, it's the perfect solution for a quick caffeine boost. Whether you're a die-hard fresh brew fan or someone who loves the convenience of instant, both options have a place in the coffee world. Which side are you on? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your coffee-loving friends. We upload daily to keep your coffee journey exciting. Thanks for watching and happy brewing.